think I should just start off every stream with a yawn. Hello? Ah, we're here. Cool. Can you hear me? Yep. I don't know if you got to hear or not that I should start every stream off with a yawn. I think it's very fitting, considering every time I stream, I am super tired for literally no reason. What time is it? Does anyone really truly know? Of course they don't. Nobody knows anything. You and I don't even know each other. We're like strangers. Sure, I've just adjusted all the game's settings to your exact specification, but who hasn't? It's just what I do, like a day job, and now the job is over. What is happening? Why is it that every time I join in this game, something weird's going on? There's no more information for me to gather. I've collected all the data on you that I can, and I still don't really know you. And you don't know me. I don't like this. This is weird. Neither of us know what time it is. I guess some settings are just unsettable. But if I'm being totally honest, the clock doesn't do anything in the game anyway. You won't have me here when the game starts next time, but that's okay. Video games are meant to be played alone. I don't like how I start this game and it immediately jumps at me. You like being alone, don't you? No, not really. That's maybe the only information I really learned about you. Well, it's time for me to leave. There's still one more setting that we need to adjust, but it may take a little time before I'm ready for that. It's not really in my job description, but that's okay. Perhaps you'll see me again if you can find me. Talk soon. Why? Why is the game gonna start like that? That's... Yo, Duckytron in the house. Hey, Duckytron. It's like you got notifications or something, you crazy. You're crazy out here, Duckytron. Indeed. Alright, well... I don't know what endings I'm gonna get this time, but we'll see. We will see. I'm gonna try to do things without the bucket, because I'm pretty sure I have most of the bucket endings.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Oh, we can't skip it, we have to stay.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
This is really loud
Employee
in my
number
ear.
427's job was simple.
Turn that down.
He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order.
Last time I
This is what employee 427 did every day, every month, of every
we traumatized
year.
Kirby.
And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made
Too many
exempt
bucket
for this
jokes were
job.
made.
And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget.
Changing Stanley.
He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
I've not actually tried just waiting. I'm too impatient. How long do you think I have to wait for him to say something else? Because every time I've just moved. I just left. I can't do it. I don't have the patience for it. I'm not that guy.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
I think I clicked a computer. Oh well. Coolio. Is there any other computers with that? Or am I just turning them off? Is that bucket I see? I love the bucket. I shan't bring the bucket with me. We move on. We move past the bucket. It hurts to not go with the bucket.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Freedom.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
So when you get the bucket, and you do this little thing out here, and you do this thing, there's an escape pod. I'm now curious.
Stepping in.
What happens if you don't have the bucket with you? This feels very eerie without the bucket, actually. I don't like it. I want to go home. I'm ready for home time. This feels wrong. It's too quiet. It's just me and my thoughts in here, and I don't like that. Hello? Mom, can you pick me up? I'm scared. Literally. The bucket! No, I shan't. I can't. I'm not meant to. I've already done that with the bucket too many times. It's time. Okay, into the abyss, I guess. I don't remember it being an abyss like that. Yeah, I missed my bucket. Okay, I want to pick up the bucket, but I shouldn't because I've already done the bucket endings so many times. These stairs are really clunky out here. It's so quiet, I don't like it. I thought my mic wasn't actually next to my mouth there for a second. It freaked me out. It is. It's there. It's just because I'm wearing a hat that it feels like it's not. I don't like how quiet this is. It's making me want to cry. Is it cry time? No. Is it silly hour cry time yet? Or is that just for Music Man? Because I want to go home. Right now. Girl's biggest fear has to be libraries. I actually love libraries. They're my safe space. I love a library. If I could live in a library, I would. But however, if I'm sitting in my room playing a video game and there's like hardly any sound, there's a problem. Hey, why am I in darkness? What? Hello? Alrighty then. I ascend into darkness and nothing happens. What a good ending. I hate that for me. Is the narrator still dead or is he alive?
All of his co-workers were
he's
gone.
Here.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a
I'm
trace of his
supposed to be
co-workers.
looking for computers. I've already done it wrong. Not the bucket. I missed the bucket, okay? Okay, so I need to click U and then die. Fun fact. Unless... One minute. Okay, yeah, I'm supposed to die now. I'm gonna go find an ending. Oh, hey, juice. Hey, Ducky. What ending should I go for?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Don't worry about this, guys.
Truly a room worth admiring. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I'm just gonna do something real quick. Don't
Stanley
worry
was so
about
bad
it.
at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Yep. Okay.
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death.
I guess.
Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
I don't know if the narrator has children, so I guess you can't really call him a DILF if you based it off of, like, just his voice. If somebody was into that, I don't know. I don't know if Stanley has a kid. ILF. I mean, technically it'd be V, would it not? It'd be a voice. Alright, let's keep going
All
down
of his
this
co-workers
train.
were gone. What could it mean?
I was about to say some
Stanley
more
decided to
shit,
go
but
to
I
the
ain't
meeting room.
alright,
Perhaps he had
buddy.
simply missed a memo.
Now I need to go kill myself again? Don't worry about it. Oh, I can bring the bucket with me. It doesn't
Is
matter.
Stanley
So I'm just
without
gonna
the
go
bucket
back.
really Stanley at all?
Oh, no.
No, surely not. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his... This was not the correct way to the meeting room. But Stanley had
I'm
felt
really
the bucket calling
concerned
to
what
him,
you were
telling him that the
going to say.
employee lounge was simply the place to be.
That's...
And here it was. Had the bucket
concerning.
turned out to be correct? Was this better? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong.
Did you know
Stanley took the door on his left
I can now
to go
ad
back
roll
to the
you
meeting
guys
room.
because I'm monetized?
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
But Stanley feared that any path he walked might lead to the separation of himself and the
Don't you
bucket,
dare.
his dearest friend. So he threw himself to his death, that they might die in one another's arms. How
I would
deeply
love to go
touching.
and do the bucket ending again. I really want to. Kirby's not here. I could... Duckytron, do you want to be traumatized by Bucket today, or should I just save that for Kirby? Don't even.
All of
My
his
bad, my bad.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley
that's on the
decided to go
bucket.
to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Alright, so now I need to scurry on up this way. I couldn't find the sparkle emoji.
When Stanley
Not
came
the
to a set
books.
of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I'm gonna have to figure out a way to
Yet there was not a single person here
backtrack
either.
after this
Feeling a
one.
wave of disbelief,
Which might just be
Stanley
the
decided to go
ending.
up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I could do the elevator ending. You guys want to go in the elevator? She went too far into the DILF thing. She resorted to dad jokes to lure them in. Oh well. Who? What? Oh. Can we do that out here? We're sitting in an elevator now. You guys have no choice. need to sort out whatever the hell's going in chat first. Elevators are my biggest fear. Well, we're getting over your fear today. Ignore the fact that the elevator is shaking more and more the more I stand here. I've never actually done anything. Is this actually an ending? I feel like it's not. I feel like this is... Fun fact, no. Yeah, we're just gonna sit here, guys. It's alright. I feel like this isn't going to do anything. Well, Dookietron, you're gonna love this one. You end up back in the same place. So I'm gonna go do the escape pod ending because it's gonna be the fastest way to get out of this. However, I'm gonna pick up my bucket on the way back just because I'm interested if it'll just give me the bucket's ending or the same ending I just got but with the bucket. Look, we survived the elevator. We're good. We're living out here. Narrator needs a break from the bucket. No, the bucket you know what, fine. No bucket. I'll just quickly get this ending before... I think I need one more computer. Oh, technically two, but... And then we'll be good out here. We'll be great. See, the thing is, every time I click a computer, I either have to finish an ending or like manually restart the game, which I can't really do when I'm streaming, or else it like messes with my stream too much. And so we're going the long way about this and just keep getting the same endings, because why not? Stanley's got some speed though. He glides. There, Juice, are you good? I've not been near the bucket this whole time. Stanley's sprinting up them stairs for real. Man's not even out of breath, it's crazy. Alright, here's into the darkness again. The escape pod. Let's go. Let me in, babe. Alright. Okay, so Stanley like a D1 athlete or something at this point. What the hell is a D1 athlete? Listen, the only thing I know about like athletes is currently what's going on in the Olympics, and Snoop Dogg's really killing it out there, guys. Best guy around. Okay, cool.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference. Nor did it advance the story in any way.
Snoop Dogg? What the dog doing? Yeah, Snoop Dogg carried the torch in the Olympics this year in America.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Like,
perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Alright, guys. I don't know the
Stanley
actual
was so bad at following
directions,
it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
So, I leap.
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Okay. Here it is. I don't know what this does. I'm following random guides. I don't know what I'm doing out here. Oh, that's very bright, my eyes. Welcome to Stanley Heaven. Welcome, Stanley, to heaven. Jesus Christ, I can't see. Hello? Are these... what are these? Are these all buttons? Oh my god. I love it. Buttons, let's go. I wanna click all these buttons. What's happening? I wanna go home. I don't wanna go home. I wanna stay, but I don't wanna stay. Do you think I can click all of these in this one row? Buttons. Yes. Can we stay here? Can I be a part of this button cult? Is this undoing the amount I've done? Oh, it is. It's a trap. I could never click as many as I actually wanted. Surely there's a method to this, right? If I just... Am I just stuck here? What is happening? I'm scared? Am I just stuck here? Can I leave? Am I just stuck here? This is so trippy. I don't embrace the buttons. I don't want to embrace the buttons. This is hurting my eyes. Buttons. Be one with the buttons. Is the how do I leave? I'm just gonna... I don't think there was any way for me to leave that over than just doing that. What was that? What was that? I want to go home. Oh, I can just go back anytime I like.
Someone was following Stanley. He was sure of it. If he checked over his shoulder now, he would surely catch them. It was only a matter of time.
Alright. So...
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I am gonna go through the right door.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Oh, I'm walking into walls.
Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley for the first time understood true happiness. Then the feeling went away, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Whee!
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
I can't remember what admiring the staff room for real, for real. The first time I went into the staff room, I think I sat there for a good 10 minutes.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left.
You sure? You sure? Alright. What's your opinion on our Lord and Savior, Goat Joe?
Oh, no. No, it's to the right. My mistake.
Goat Joe?
No, not the right.
I haven't.
Why would I have ever said it was to the right?
What is happening?
Was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
Honestly,
we went down,
I don't know why Goat Joe ever started.
Left, right. Yep,
why
okay,
it's in my
okay,
Discord,
yes.
cool.
I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Uh-huh. Where am I? Oh.
No.
Hello?
This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes.
It's either Josephine or Hush.
Okay. We just have to get back to, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable.
What's happening.
How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
What's happening here, bud? Alrighty.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Ayo, 420. Just saw that.
When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be...
Raptor Jesus. I started Jeff Goldblum.
Change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere, or... Hold on.
What is
happening?
Why am
I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay then, it's an adventure. Come, Stanley, let's find the story.
I guess I'm going this way. I hate this. Something's wrong with this. Hello? This feels eerie. Is this just a big loop? Is this just a giant loop?
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before.
Sorry for not talking.
Do we just...
do
we need to restart the game again?
Did you see
Well,
Buttons?
I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again.
But
it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
You gotta stop tweaking. Did Ducky see Buttons though? Because that was oh no, Ducky. I mean, technically after. Damn it.
All of his co-workers
were
gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
It hurts my eyes. Oh, there it is.
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
I've never noticed how back room like Stanley Parable is until the narrator stops talking.
Aha! I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes.
What's happening?
No, wait. Never mind.
That's a
Not
dead
the
end.
story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our
Does
steps.
Stucky have any new ILFs? Don't even remind me of the back rooms. My account got logged out. I couldn't remember my password, so I went to my email. My email got locked. I had to unlock it and then change my password, and it didn't even work, so I had to do it twice. You know, I understand your pain.
Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is
I
this the
understand
story?
your pain
I don't
because
think so. I
I
can't
couldn't
quite
stream
recall, but I believe my story took place
this
in an
entire
office building.
week.
Is that correct?
I couldn't
Do you
stream this
remember,
entire
Stanley?
week because Twitch
Well, do you know
and the
what?
PS4
Since
decided
I've
that they
completely
weren't
forgotten what we
compatible.
were supposed to be doing, how about this?
I have personal beef
You
with the Vikings.
win! Congratulations!
I
I
win!
know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off. So,
I win.
good job.
I
Oh, no. No,
I
I
win?
don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win.
put in
Some
so much
people win
effort
fair and
for that
square,
win.
and this was not one of those situations. Okay? I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Oh, the back rooms had me sitting there for 3 hours at midnight.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the
Hey, guys.
Stanley Parable Adventure Line.
It's an adventure
Just follow the
line.
line. How simple is that?
This can be so easy. Yep. Hello? Adventure line.
You see, the line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction.
Does
Onward,
it-
Stanley, to destiny.
To
Here's a thought.
destiny.
Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it
Where?
another way, is the
I can't
story
go
of
on the
no
wall.
destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of
I
life
don't
itself?
think the
Whoa, 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 whoa,
adventure
whoa.
lines
Hang on. That got a bit weird back there.
Doing
Well, I'd like to
too
apologize.
well. It's going
Not
on
sure
the
where I
wall.
was going with all that.
Zigzag.
You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Oh, do I get music? Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. The adventure line. Let's go.
Cut the music.
Oh.
Go back and look at that fern.
What fern?
Stanley, this fern will be very important
Adventure
later
line,
in the
adventure
story.
time.
Make sure you study it closely
I'm
and
studying
remember
the
it
fern.
carefully. You won't want to miss
Studying it.
anything.
Studying the fern. Alright, cool, I'm going. I remember the fern so...
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No, no. Line,
seems
you
great.
do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
Oh,
Oh, no, not
we're back
again.
here
Line, how
again.
could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
hey Juicebox, you're gonna hate me for the next ending I'm gonna try. By the way.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're
You right.
intelligent people, right?
Uh-huh.
Why can't we make up
Not
our
the
own
bucket.
story?
I'm not
Something
picking up the
exciting,
bucket, though.
daring, mysterious. This all sounds perfectly doable. Why
Don't
don't we
start
simply start
with the
wandering in... Well, I don't know.
I'm not...
How about this
Did someone say
direction?
bucket, Josephine? How the hell? How the hell did you get out?
Now, Yes, this is exciting. Just
Where
me and
am
Stanley
I?
forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you
And I'm
want our
going in
story to
circles
be?
again.
Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready
How
for
could
it.
you? You summoned him. I didn't summon him. You provoked him. I did not.
Oh, no, not you again.
Oh, the adventure
Stanley,
line.
I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new
I
story.
imagine a book.
No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
Well... I do really want to get the book again. I'm not going to.
A choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story
Where
is in
am I?
our control. How important
You're
we mustn't
hallucinating?
squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here.
I might be
Just walk in
hallucinating,
circles
actually.
for a minute.
Alright.
Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere at the
circles, man.
place where
Let's
we're
go.
trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination
keep spinning.
corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes,
going
then
on
by
with the
all
narrator
accounts,
right now? Is he
the
good?
door on the right is the
Is he
correct
okay?
one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
I bet.
Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times?
How many have we currently
That's
done?
really how all this goes? It's all...
I just heard a glass smash in
determined?
my actual house.
So now, according to the schedule, I restart
think
again.
smashing
Then what?
glasses, but it's
Am
all
I
good.
just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on
Restarts
this,
the game.
this
Oh, we're on the fourth
thing
time.
wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why
Do
don't
I
I get a
get
say
to
in all of
restart
this?
the game?
Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting.
That's
I
a
don't
lot
want to
of
forget what's
minutes we've been
going on.
playing there, bud.
I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I
Nonsense
won't do it.
philosophy
I
and
won't
music.
do it.
I mean, technically.
And the timer
I'm scared.
stopped?
I want to go home.
Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle?
Hello?
The, whatever it is that made this schedule?
Mom,
How
I'm
would we
scared.
even know?
I want to go home now.
Will someone come for us? Will something happen?
Can I just leave?
So, okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story, wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is
Can I
about the
just
journey
leave?
and not the
I just-
destination.
oh, you-
So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we?
Josephine only
Eventually.
came for the book.
Well, in the
and now we're stuck
meantime,
here.
if you...
What? Mom, can you pick me up? We can't keep using that. I don't know what's happened. Am I back to normal? Oh. Duckytron, do you want to see the buttons? Would you like to see the button heaven? Juicebox, do you think we shall show Duckytron? I say we go for it. Well, here you go, bud. I hope you enjoy. Never mind. There we go. Okay. You're gonna love it, guys. You're going to love the button heaven. I brung it back just for Duckytron. Welcome. We're back here again. It hurts my eyes, and... Is there a way to click all these buttons? I really wish there was. Yeah, here you go, bud. Here's buttons. Juicebox loved it so much the first time. Yeah, I honestly can't stand this room for too long. But, we need Bucket Heaven. We do need Bucket Heaven. Bucket Heaven would be great. Actually, I mean, we technically have Bucket Heaven. My Twitch is tweaking, but I can see the buttons. There you go, bud. At least you saw them. That's the only reason I went back, just for you, bud. Alright, so...
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Juice is gonna hate me for this.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Not
Perhaps he had simply
bucket.
missed a memo.
So it's okay. In theory.
When Stanley came to a set of two
okay.
open... This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I know. I'm also
Stanley
upset
felt
about it.
lightheaded, butterflies in his stomach, giddy in a way he had never known before. Was it this room? A connection between the two? Could a man love a room? I mean, truly, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
There's apparently...
Stanley was so bad at following
another
directions,
ending.
it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Back over here.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
I've
I
never
realize that
actually
investing
had
your trust
the
in someone
apartment
else can be
ending.
difficult, but the fact is that the story has
Without
been
the
about
bucket?
nothing but you all
Is
this
that a
time.
thing, or...
There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about.
Who?
Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me.
I forgot about the
I'm
bucket, I
asking
know.
for her.
The bucket's her.
This is it, Stanley. Your chance
Okay,
to
I think
redeem
we're
yourself.
good, but I'm not sure.
To put your work
damn.
aside.
It's alright.
To let her
It's okay.
back into your life. She's been waiting.
Who is she?
That's her,
Anyway.
Stanley. You need... Oh, no, you can't... Did you just unplug the phone? No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually
I
chose
unplugged it.
incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me
I just
double
unplugged it,
check.
buddy.
No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his
No,
apartment
I
where he
just
finds his
unplugged
wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another.
My
Music comes
wife?
in, fade to white, roll credits.
I need
Not
to go
picking
actually
up the
have the
phone
apartment
is actually
ending
somehow
without
an
the bucket
incorrect
now.
course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person.
What? He has a
I can't
wife.
believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct
He's
and
a
incorrect
dolphin
choices.
maiden.
And to think I've been letting you
Is
run
the bucket
around
a-
in this game for so
is the
long.
wife a
If you'd
bucket?
made any more wrong choices,
thought
you
it
might have
might be.
negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol
the
for
narrator-
real-world decision-making.
is
Or
the
did you not
narrator
grasp
breaking
the
fourth wall
severity
right
of
now?
the situation? Well, I won't have
scared.
that kind of
I
risk
wanna
on
go
my
home.
watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
Choice. It's
What
the
is
best
happening?
part of being a real person.
I'm
But if
scared.
used
I've
incorrectly,
watched
it
too
can
much
also
Animal
be the
Horror.
most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Rupert has a choice.
Rupert,
He could
you
invent a
say?
machine that eliminates food shortages across the world to make life better for all people. Or he could spend years of hard work forgetting how to read. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a
Why are we
person who
getting
does
life
not make
lessons?
sense, in all likelihood, that person is
Don't
not
know
real.
what I've done to
Allow the
deserve
person
this.
to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back sack and crack."
I can't do this. It's not even 4:30. It's almost 11 o'clock at night. Practice? Oh, is that I'm meant to be practicing now?
Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best path to a healthy
Why is there an
decision-making
alligator?
process.
I'm
Most
so
medical
confused.
professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do
8
you make more
choices?
than 8? Less?
No.
And finally, if you begin to
less
wonder if
choices
your
per day,
choices are
trust me.
actually meaningful
They're
and whether
not.
you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just
Okay.
remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the
Okay.
feeling should subside.
What is
At this time,
happening?
your instructor will guide you in an exercise to
Field
test and
exercise.
reinforce the material covered in this video.
When? Now?
Ah, welcome back.
Oh.
You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
Okay. What's happening? Oh, he's guarded it so I can't jump off.
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine
damn
the
it.
main character dying senselessly halfway through the story.
Sucks.
That story would make
Can't
no
jump
sense
anymore.
at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
Could I get through this little gap? No, okay. Right. There's no other doors open. How is this fair? They're taking away my choices.
Almost
My
there.
sweet,
You'll take the
sweet
door on the
choices.
left, back to the correct ending. The story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
In the real world. Oh boy.
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly
I know if you're
and
being an
always
affiliate,
putting
you
the
get
story
ads,
first.
but why I
I'm quite
get an
sure you'll
ad
be
for
up to the
100%
task.
news
Just
dealer
follow my
money?
lead and you'll be
My
fine.
ads are turned
All
off. You
right.
shouldn't be getting ads.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door
My
on
ads
his
are
left.
turned off, buddy. I've not got any ads on my stream. You shouldn't be getting ads. Yeah, my ads are not on. I turned them off because I didn't think they were fair at all. I'm going right.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
Alright. I also got a few ads before my Twitch broke. Bro, my ads are off! How is that fair? Do I just not get a choice? Yeah, I'm not running ads right now. Whatever ads you're getting, I don't know why you're getting them, because it is not me, my guys. That's not me. That's Twitch. That was like my 5th one. That's mad. I am not doing that. Wait a minute here. Because I have a button where I can run ads for like 1 minute. Maybe I'm the problem. If I activate my schedule, it automatically run ads on my channel, but that's not activated. That's off right now. Hello? I don't know what to tell you guys, but that's not me. Just gonna say that now. I didn't do that. Not me, guys.
Oh, it's ruined.
Oh.
I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that you... My story. You've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now.
Is he good?
And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game down.
Don't shut the game down. I'm doing something.
Have to.
I was doing a thing. Ow, the noise. That was my 15th time resetting Twitch. What is happening? What is happening?
I'm here.
I'm scared.
I'm still
I wanna
here.
Go home.
Here in this pile of rubbish. With you.
I wanna go home. Well,
who thought you were so clever.
Game.
Now look where we are.
Twitch keeps dying.
My entire game is destroyed.
Maybe sometimes
It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground.
I'm going
What, did you think that would be funny?
Turn my
You just had to see?
so that they're
Didn't
at
I
least
impress
on
upon you how
schedule,
important it
maybe
was to
that'll
be like Stanley?
lessen the amount
He
you're
actually
getting.
knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it.
Mom can't pick us up
That
anymore.
thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're a child. Oh,
I really wish I didn't
my
have ads
story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground
literally
facility.
turned them off.
You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard to make...
What's happening
behave
right now?
exactly as Stanley would. That
What?
means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay. I want to go to the right so bad, but I'm just gonna follow it. Book it. Was the book it there? Oh, it probably wasn't.
Yet there was not a single person here
Yes.
either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go
Look
up
at-
to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer
I
there.
can't go into the broom closet. What?
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Oh, this is so sad. Redeemed highlight my... What? I don't know what's going on with all of this new stuff anymore. I'm scared. What's happening here? Why is Josephie's bucket highlighted? What is... hello?
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover
Oh, by
not
the
an
way,
indication
Josephine,
of
I
any
found
human
out
life.
I do indeed
Shocked,
like prostitutes.
unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers
please
to his
speak
questions.
clearly into
And
the
beyond all
receiver.
probability, he knew the passcode.
See,
He
they're
had seen it
peak.
on his boss's computer just last
Josephine,
week.
why is your
Night
thing
Shark
highlighted?
115.
I'm so-
Was this the code to open the door?
so
Would it still
pissed.
work?
I don't
There was
like
only
this.
one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would
Like
draw
Top
from
Gun
within
serials.
himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Alright, I'm just better. What's the code? I can't speak the code. It's not listening to my mic. You can use your channel
Stanley
points to highlight
spoke the
messages.
code. Night
how much
Shark
channel points do you have?
115. He spoke it into the receiver,
Something
right there on the wall.
115. I spawned.
I'm
with
sorry, is there a problem?
380.
You didn't mishear me, did you? Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise, we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
Damn, man had points.
Okay, fine. You're not going to do it. But you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you had better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward. You... When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Stanley? Hello? Are you... Is everything okay? Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice. I need you to walk through the door. Are you listening to me?
Can
you hear me?
Hello?
Is everything all right? Stanley, this is important.
Why is there actual credits to this?
The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It
Why
cannot
is man
exist
so
without you.
pressed?
Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please.
I can't want to get down to it.
Do something? Anything? This is more important than you can ever know.
This
I
is
need this.
depressing.
The story needs it. So, you hear me? Are you there? Are you listening to this? Stanley, are you there?
What the hell?
Okay. It's okay, I can wait. You need time to decide. Time to make sure your choice is correct.
So sad?
That is the best choice.
I don't like it. Why is he so sad?
I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do. Take as much time as you need.
Okay, that last line was kind of creepy, not gonna lie. Am I just stuck here? What the hell? 1 minute while I sort my whatever the hell's going out with the ads. What is happening? Hello? I'm so confused. I'm trying to fix it because it shouldn't be going. I don't know what is happening at all. Okay, I'm just gonna leave that alone and try and fix it after stream. I will be talking to Josephine afterwards, maybe. I just got a pop-up ad. You want a SanDisk desk drive? What's that even mean, my guy? What? Bucket? I haven't got an ad in ages because I refreshed my Twitch. If it's just pop-up ads, I can't
When Stanley
control
came
that.
to a
If
set
it's
of
like
2
actual
open
ads
doors,
on my
he
stream,
entered the door on his left.
I'm a bit confused. We'll, I'll fix it later. I'll just keep it the way it is now, because hopefully it should fix things. They should only show up every, like, hour. Right now. However, I'll fix it later. I don't know what to do. I'm gonna go this way.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Yeah, let
Perhaps
me know
he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Because I'm gonna try and
The lounge was grand,
see what
majestic,
I can do about that.
perhaps, but eager to get back to business,
I don't want
Stanley
ads on
took
my
the
channel.
first open door on his
I
left.
know I'm monetized now, but I just don't want it. Alright.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten. What? Really?
I'm gonna continue to
I was in the
forget
middle
about
of
my
something. Do you have
wife,
zero
maybe.
consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Bye-bye.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
No, I'm good.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
Red door.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you
Oh,
see
damn,
that
it
I
was the
really
blue door
have
somewhere
wanted you
else.
to be happy all this time? The problem
I'm
is
gonna
all
have to do
these
this again.
choices.
I'm gonna have to do this again. My bad. I bet the blue door was like behind me or something. Yeah, blue's behind me. I sat there, I was like, pretty sure whenever a little guide tells you to just keep going for the blue door and then doesn't tell you anything else, I'm meant to
Even now, Stanley's office was a distant memory.
be
What did
able
it look
to
like?
just keep going
There was a
through the blue
computer,
door like it
perhaps,
told me to.
and a painting. Was it a painting
Alright,
or a
there we go.
photo? He could no longer
I'll go again.
recall. When Stanley came to a
It
set
shouldn't
of
take me
two
too long
open
to
doors,
bug.
this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the
waiting for an
employee
hour.
lounge first, just to admire it. And here it was, the lounge.
I'm so
But eager
thirsty,
to
you know.
get back to business, Stanley took the first
I
open
literally
door on
told
his
myself
left.
I should probably get a drink before I start streaming. And
Stanley was so
ignored-
bad at following
ignored
directions,
myself.
it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten
I'd
off
love
on
to
the
get
wrong
down there.
foot here.
I don't know if that's
I'm
an
not your
actual ending
enemy,
or not,
really,
but I'd
I'm
love to get down
not.
there.
I realize that investing your
We didn't
trust in
start the
someone
fire,
else
it
can
was
be
a
difficult,
bit-
but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you
Where did
all
that
this
come from?
time.
That's
There's
so
someone
random.
you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I
I
really
wish I
do
had the
want to
bucket
help
with
you,
me.
to show you something
miss all the
beautiful.
bucket endings.
Look,
It was my
let me prove
favorite.
it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Ad breaking process? What is happening? I don't want ads. Turn them off. Stop. I don't want ads on my stream. I'm so going to have to fix that later.
Perhaps you misunderstood.
If you keep getting ads,
Stanley
I'm gonna be
walked
so sad.
through the red door. I still
Alright.
don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through... All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you?
Yep.
Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what, let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback.
Up for the first one
there we go. A third option.
What the hell?
This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
Maybe I need to add them so that they come at, like, once every hour rather than them just showing up randomly. And then I can actually warn you when an ad's gonna happen.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. Aha! You see, I knew I was onto something. Where do these flashes of inspiration come from? How did I know the game needed a third door? Well, it's instinct mostly, a calling in your gut. I really couldn't say where the idea came from, except that
I'm gonna activate ads
I felt it in my
stream,
soul.
and then maybe they'll come at better
Don't even try.
intervals, and they're not going to be absolutely
based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version.
Because I can't control them
perfectly
Overwatch.
Candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Let me... Narrator, I'm not listening to you right now. I'm doing something. Right. What is happening? What is going on? I'm putting the ads to the lowest that I possibly can. But I literally didn't have them activated, so... I don't know. Let me know if that helps. If it doesn't, I'm not getting ads. You just freeze for like the time period and then go back to normal. Let me know if that's better or worse, and I will fix it later. Next game.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
Oh, yeah,
hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up.
Well, at least Dokitron's alright.
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game. All about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
I guess, though.
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here? Yes. This seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
I don't know what I just clicked, but maybe that would help. We're gonna have to do a test stream one day and just fix this.
Aha,
excuse me?
Fascinating. What do you think this game is about, Stanley? What's our backstory? What is our motivation? Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower.
Excuse me?
Perhaps for some sort of twisted erotic purpose.
What? Am I in
Yes,
Firewatch
that must be it.
right
What
now?
a fascinating venture into the experience of total mental depravity.
My bed.
So far, I love everything
Not been
about this
stolen
game,
yet.
Stanley. And it seems there's even
Kinda
more.
right, though.
Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
Am I seriously in Why am I back here? This game slightly traumatized me. Why does it actually look exactly like it?
Oh no. No, it can't be.
Can I actually just run around?
It is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly block it off.
No, what?
Oh,
Come
thank
on.
goodness, Stanley. What a close call.
You're kinda right
You
though.
really wandered off into that thing. That big,
Aw.
open, just wandering around. No right or wrong directions. No path to
This is
follow.
so
You can just go
cool.
in any... Oh, thank heavens we avoided it. We're out of the woods now, Stanley.
Firewatch, man.
Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game. Preferably something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable
That's cool.
walls.
Are we just gonna keep going to different games?
Okay, I think this will be just the thing.
Oh, Firewatch is such a pretty game though. Such a pretty game. Is this Rocket
Wonderful.
League?
See, this is exactly what I had in mind. Just a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
Did I get this ending last time? I feel like I remember.
Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see. There are
Ad-breaking
lots of cars here in the back, but
I'm
obviously there's
so
no
confused
racetrack.
what that
Okay, I'm
means.
seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball. Oh, what
Guys, there's
fun.
an ad.
We shall run the
either
bases and do a
happening
touchdown
or
together.
counting down
Yes,
to.
I think surely we must. Okay,
You
Stanley,
died here,
here's
but
the
it
ball.
continues
Have
more.
fun.
Oh, so why'd you just don't get hit by the ball by any chance? How did I die last time? Did I... Now you fell in the hole. Ah, right. So I just need to not do that again, huh?
Are you doing it? Are you winning? Is this fun? Is
I'm
it
so
better than my
winning.
miserable little story that I worked so hard on?
I don't
Stanley, I
wanna go
have a
for-
thought. And I realize I'm not a sportsologist, but if one ball
so
generates a
fast
certain
on
amount
here.
of raw adrenal pleasure, then surely multiple balls makes for an even more euphoric sports
You let me
experience.
know if an ad
I'm going to
happens
try
in
it
about
out. Here comes
10
another ball.
seconds.
Yes.
Just,
oh
you know,
goodness, that
just
really
need
does
to know.
feel amazing, doesn't it? Stanley, I'm like a child in a
I'm using this as a
confectionery
test
shop.
stream
I
now. I don't
simply
know what's
have to have
happening.
more. I'm insatiable. More balls.
Your confused. My community is back. Right, so an ad just happened. I think.
Are you enjoying this, Stanley?
I'm
You
so
having fun?
confused. I
Is this a
got no
real
ads.
video game?
Right.
Well, I sure
So-
hope you're having a good time, because guess what? It's over.
Let me
That's
tell
right.
you
Your little fun comes
what
to an
I'm
end.
seeing.
This is my game, and what
I just got a
say
countdown
goes.
for an
You
ad.
get to have fun when I let you, Stanley.
And then it came
Besides,
back and went,
you
"Your
need someone
community's
like
back,"
me
as
to
if
set
you guys were
boundaries
away
for
for an
you.
ad.
Without rules or boundaries, video games are nothing. Yes, that's
But you
what
guys are
I
saying
am.
you got
I am
no ads,
structure.
and you're getting ads
I'm
when
your
I'm
sense
not
of purpose.
getting that.
And
That
since
is
you
so
decided you didn't
confusing.
want to
I
play
hate
my
this.
game, now I don't want to play with you
I'm
either.
so calling up
goodbye,
Twitch.
Stanley. I'm leaving.
I'm ringing
See
them
how
up
you
myself,
like it
though.
when I'm not around to set the rules. Somehow, I don't think you'll enjoy it as much. But who knows? You're an inventive kid. You'll come up with something. After all, you're the one who knows best. Take
I
care,
feel weird.
Stanley.
Like I'm in Rocket League right now. I've not played that game in literal years. Because I got... the ads are really bugging me that I'm gonna have to try fix them. Who knew being an affiliate would be so hard? It's kind of cool to be back in Rocket League. I'm not driving my car though. Can't go up on the walls, can I? No. I don't like Rocket League that much, simply because I suck at it. I'm not awful at it, but I don't find it the most fun. I don't enjoy it that much. Okay, I think I meant to jump in a hole this time. Get ready for a goal, boys. And score!
Hold on. What are you doing?
I feel like I did get this ending.
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back. You still have...
I really do think I have this ending. The fact that I'm not sure if I had is a bit crazy though. There's so many endings in this game. It's hard to tell when you've already seen things and when you haven't. Weird, I could have sworn there was meant to be a Minecraft reference. Let me look at the guide. The guide says that you either get Firewatch or Minecraft. So like I'd have to play it a couple times, like maybe twice even, to get the Minecraft one. So you either get Firewatch or Minecraft. It's either or. Is that the way I was not meant to go? Yeah. I got stuck in the door. I had to find Stanley's. 427, I thought that was Stanley's. Alright. This game's so confusing sometimes.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world.
Yeah, you need to keep me updated on those
Yes, I'll be
ads.
back. There's no other way.
It's really
Once this
bothering me.
ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be
I've
back.
never had them before,
The end
and
will
I
be
don't
here
want
soon.
them, to be honest.
Very soon. I can wait.
No ads so far. Alright. That's good. If you start getting bombarded again, though, you need to let me know, because I need to change that. Hopefully what I've done currently should be good enough. Technically, you should only get a 30-second ad every hour or so, in theory. Let's...
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Oh God. Oh Jesus. I'm...
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map, until he heard this
anything
narration
else.
and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a
I'm in
minute
the
just to
void
drink it all in?
Opposite of void.
Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
Yes.
Well, I don't know how to say this politely, but you could literally just restart the game any old time you want. Like right now. You could have done it just then. Now would also be an appropriate time to quit. Any of these points and so many, many more, all of them are appropriate. I'm enjoying what seems to be an internal conflict going on where you are literally unable to act on your own desires to restart the game. So, just to push the envelope, I'm going to try and make this as miserable as possible and see how long you can maintain.
You playing a guitar right now, my guy?
There once was a man named Stanley,
What is
who
happening?
people considered so manly. But the truth must be told, he was not very old.
Oh,
and
guys,
was
we're about to
quite
listen to the best song ever.
particularly gangly.
I'm putting this on my playlist.
What Stanley liked most was buttons. He pushed them like some kind of glutton. He
This is
did
great.
it all
I love
day
this.
in a meaningful way, but his brain had long ceased to function. Which is why he is in this parable and lives an existence quite terrible. And if you are not strong and keep playing along, you too will become quite unbearable.
What is happening?
You too will become quite unbearable.
I love this. You done? Are you gonna start again? I'm enjoying his guitar playing. I broke my guitar string the other day and it hurt so bad. So I'm happy being here. This is great. My bird's sleeping. Really enjoying its time over there. By the way, this don't end unless I restart, apparently. Okay, it's time to go. I enjoyed the guitar, but I've got things to do out here. I don't know if I want to do one more ending or not. My friend's bird died. That's so sad. Why would you tell me that? That is so sad. I hope they're doing okay. Well, ex-best friend. It's still sad. It's still sad. I don't think I can do whatever one that was just trying to tell me to do. Let's have a look. I think I've done most of the fun endings. We'll do one last ending, which quite literally is just...
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go
That's
anywhere
my last
except
one of the
badly.
night, boys.
The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be
I know,
happy
right?
forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours
great.
passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday,
Oh
they
wait,
would
no, I
arrive.
didn't do the apartment ending
Soon,
still. My
very
bad.
soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
Oh. Okay. Okay, I've got the apartment one that he keeps talking about my wife. I did not know I had a wife. I said that was my last ending, but I'll do one more. I'll do this last one. We'll be good. Alright, boys. I really want to bring the bucket with me, but I'm not going to.
When Stanley came to
Not
a set
going
of two
to.
open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room,
Right.
and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first,
Last
just
one,
to
guys.
admire it.
I was gonna do
was okay.
if you go to the room with
But
the
eager to get
baby,
back to business, Stanley took
you
the
have to play a
first
game
open
that's
door
like
on his
4 hours
left.
long apparently. And I was like, I could, but I'm not doing
Stanley
that.
was so
It's
bad at
strict
following
least.
directions, it's incredible he
Another
wasn't
time.
5 years
Another time.
ago. Look,
All
Stanley,
right.
I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Who is her?
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Who is she? Because I never
That's
met.
her, Stanley. You
Alright. Who is she? Because last time I was here was the bucket. And if this is not the bucket, I'm gonna be upset. The only she that I should ever be answering the phone to is my beloved bucket. Come on, bucket.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie.
no.
Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right.
Can I run away?
Okay, there we go.
I don't
All right,
like
now,
this.
I want you to come in and tell me all about your
Oh, I hate it.
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife? Who'd want to
thought
commit
maybe
their
you
life
might,
to
but,
you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying
I
to get
really
you to
like your
see
voice, to be
something.
fair.
Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here. This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Better than a woman. Why is there a chair in the
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands
My
nothing of
wife.
him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
No.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even
Josephine,
feel
why is
sorry
there a
for him,
chair?
except that he's chosen this life.
Their chair, Josephine. I don't have a wife. I have a.
But in his mind,
bucket, right?
in his mind,
Me and
he
the
can go on
bucket's apartment
fantastic
was way
adventures.
better than this.
From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands.
Yeah.
It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Can I go in the fridge? Watch TV? You know,
And
I'll
so
watch
he
some
began
TV.
to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, He stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth.
I just want to
The
watch some
thought
TV.
excited him terribly.
Can I just leave? Spend time with the boys. Ayo.
So he went
I'll spend
further.
some time with the
He
boys.
imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice.
I
It
guess spend
barely
time with the
even
boys.
mattered what lay behind each door.
Yo.
The mere thought that his decisions would mean
Spend
something
time
was
with the
almost too
boys, let's
wonderful
go.
to behold.
And that's technically meant to be a Saturday, but Wednesday for the boys. Prepare dinner.
As he
aw.
wandered through this fantasy
Okay,
world, he
right.
began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations.
I don't
Down
like
one
those things.
path lay an enormous
I was spending
bound
time with
room
the boys.
with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow
700
line that
channel
weaved in
points.
many
Jesus
directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
Bro, how you to tell your kids a
It
story?
was
I
such a
don't have
wonderful
kids.
fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then
Every
again,
day is a
and
day for the
again,
boys.
over
Well,
and
you're
over,
right.
wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path,
sad.
mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
Tell your wife you love her. I love you, wife. I never gonna stop loving you, wife.
But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all
Damn.
he's doing is pushing the same buttons he
Ah.
always has. Nothing has changed. The
This is
longer he
depressing.
spends here,
I'm
the more
depressed.
invested he gets.
I wanted to spend
the
time
more
with the
he
boys.
forgets
I want
which
to tell
life
my
is the
wife
real
I
one.
loved her. I'm going to sleep.
And I'm trying to tell him
Bedtime.
this. That in this world, he can never be anything but an observer. That as long as he
My
remains
wife.
here, he's slowly killing
Exactly.
himself.
My
He won't
wife.
listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Alright. I don't want to be at work in the morning. I'm just gonna lie here. Go to sleep, baby. No. You guys don't even realize that I actually am just lying on my bed right now. I'm gonna go sleep on stream. Can't stop me. This is Betty Buys. Bedtime for the boys. This isn't doing anything. The chair must be for the boys while I'm playing Smash Bros. That's what I was saying, you know? Alright.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
This is awful. I question
I
nothing.
suppose I can't. Not in the way I
Who
want him
needs to
to.
question
But I
anything?
don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm
Okay.
compelled to.
You
I
compel
must.
him. Go for it.
Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe this time.
Why'd you
And I
say
tried
it like that?
again. And Stanley pushed a
Please
button.
die.
And I tried again. And
What the
Stanley pushed a
hell?
button. And I tried.
Why'd you tell me to die like that? That was rude as hell. That was meant to be my last ending, but I want to see the bucket again. Relatable. I want to see the bucket again. Rude. Do you think I should end this on a bucket one? Do you guys want to see the bucket again? I kind of want to see the bucket again, not gonna... Never mind. 1 second. There's some weird things going on out here. Hello?
Even now, Stanley's office was a distant memory. What did
What?
it look like? There was a computer, perhaps, and a painting. Was it a painting or a photo?
We
He
need
could no
bucket.
longer recall. As Stanley lifted his bucket, he felt a connection to all buckets everywhere.
I always
This
feel a
adventure, he
connection to all
decided,
buckets
was for
everywhere.
all of them. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
You ready?
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct?
Back.
No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
Actually, I need to try something.
No,
I wasn't meant to bring the bucket with me.
Don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes.
Oh, well, look who's got cold feet. Well, from here, it looks like the only way forward is down, since the lift won't be coming back, but that's okay. You've got a bucket. Did you know that buckets are routinely used as cushioning devices? But Stanley feared that any path he walked might lead to the separation of himself and the bucket, his dearest friend. So he threw himself to his death, that they might die in one another's arms. How deeply touching.
I think I meant to do the ending without the bucket. However, I just thought, why not? Anyway, the bucket ending again? Yes? Why not? But which bucket ending? The game show or the apartment? Because technically we've already done the apartment today. I'm gonna do the game show ending.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Crack.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a... What new mysteries lay in store for our bucket-loving heroes today? Let's find out. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his... This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong.
That is so weird.
Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
Oh boy.
No,
said the bucket.
Don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Good, said the bucket. Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
To the apartment. My room is so warm right now. I'm dying. I'm dying of warmth.
In here, said the bucket. Go into this dark room over here.
Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
Well, Josephine, you ready?
Now pick up the phone,
said the bucket.
You all ready? Because this is what traumatized Kirby the first time. We made a bit too many jokes out here. This is meant to be a no bucket stream, but
this is the sad story of a man named Stanley and his bucket. Once upon a time, I gave Stanley a bucket because I thought he was lonely and could use a friend. And then, very distressingly, he began to believe the bucket could speak to him.
Let's go to work, bucket.
The Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket was merely meant to provide the comforting glow of companionship. It doesn't literally talk and give you orders.
My bestie,
whatever Stanley is hearing the bucket say to him is just in his head.
Around. Love him. Let's go home, bucket.
Lately, I've been concerned about him. Wouldn't you be concerned as well?
Honey.
To see him delusional like this, obsessing over an inanimate metal object?
No,
I want to say something to him, but I don't know how I can convince him. I don't know if he'll listen to me.
Let's go back to work.
Oh, I'll try anyway. Stanley, can you hear me? Listen to me.
I can hear you all right,
It's
buddy.
just a bucket. It can't think. It can't talk. All it will ever truly do for you is effectively transfer a liquid from one location to a different location. That's it. It doesn't do anything else.
Alright, go home.
You see, he's not listening. He's still taking orders from the bucket. You know, once upon a time it was me he took orders from. Me he trusted and listened to. Now all he cares about is this awful bucket. This stupid hunk of metal.
It brings me joy. I love the bucket.
It's sad, but I suppose he doesn't need me anymore.
We gotta
From
go
now
home
on,
again.
he's just going to cling to this bucket, this cold, empty bucket, this sort of
bucket,
Shiny
maybe a cold
bucket.
bucket, but god damn it, it's still
Well,
a
I'll give
bucket.
it this. The bucket does have a nice shine to it.
It's kind of rusty, actually. You believe I'm real, don't you, Stanley?
Yes, I suppose on closer inspection that it doesn't quite look like
you
your
watching
average
TV?
hardware
Let's
store
watch
bucket.
TV together. I'll
It's
pause
just a
you.
little more, what am I
watch
trying to
TV.
say? Sturdier, more capable of transporting liquid.
I
Like
love
it would
this.
be better at moving an amount of water from one room to another.
I'm so glad I came back and revisited this.
Oh my God, what am I saying? Better at carrying water from room to room. It's a bucket. It's literally just a bucket.
Netflix and chill.
Why do
Hey,
I
we're
feel so
getting
need to
there,
point
we're
out the
getting
ways
there.
in which it's so much more than just a regular bucket?
Go home.
Oh no. I'm having
Ooh, lit
feelings.
candles.
For the bucket. No. What's going on? Why do I want to be with the
it's
bucket?
so
Hear what the
awesome.
bucket has to say. Do anything it asks. What's wrong with me? I don't understand. Perhaps if I had the bucket, this would be less confusing. Yes. The bucket could tell me what to do in this
That's awesome.
troublesome situation.
The bucket. Guys.
Stanley, give me the bucket. Give it to me.
No.
Give me the bucket, Stanley. I need it.
Yes,
Give it to me
yes.
now. Give it, or I'll...
The bucket. I love the bucket so much. Go back to work, Stanley. The sad reality of going back to work. Alright. Well, that was my last ending of the night, because I'm tired and the game is making me feel sick. Damn, that was deep. Brought a tear to my eye. Yeah, Ducky, that's fair. Alright. Oh, now that your Twitch isn't tweaking, here. Have this. You'll love it. Prepare your eyes. Yep, there we go. This is the third time we've came here. I just really want to show Ducky this time. Now that the Twitch isn't tweaking. Buttons. Yeah, I can press a bunch of them, but I can't actually press all of them. I bet if I was like super skilled, I could probably get most of them. I just want to get one little row. I believe that I could. I've got to do it. Come on, I just. Nah, I never could, but you know, it was worth it to try. I feel happy. Good. Anyway, thanks for joining the stream. I'll leave you all with buttons, cause why not? The whole ad thing seems to have gotten sorted now. It tickles my brain, I love it. That's fair. I think if I closed my eyes, I would enjoy it more. It's just very bright right now. The whole ad thing seems to have calmed down. Hopefully it won't be as bad next stream because I'm going to look into how that actually works. Do better for you guys. Yeah, thanks for being here. I'm gonna go sleep. I could just leave the stream running and let you guys listen to Buttons for Infinity, but I probably won't do that. So yeah, GG. Thanks for being here. I don't know what the channel points actually do, but have fun using them to highlight your words, I guess. And yeah, see ya.